Good morning everyone. Just going to finish getting set up for you. Get this ready. Okay. Go this way a little bit. That's it. Let's have a look. I wonder if it'd be better if we turn the light off. I think that will be fine. That's better. It doesn't, no, not that light. Oh. It's a bit too dark. Oh. The other light, it goes all stroby, which is not so good. Just going to lift you up a little bit. Okay, good morning, Jenny. Good morning, Gail. Good morning, Andreen. That's it. I think that will be fine. Yeah. Good morning, Christine. Yep, that looks okay to me. Hopefully everyone can hear me okay. Cool. Get my chair swiveled around. Get my sleeves rolled up. Oh, thank you, Jenny. Wait for a few more people. Oh, I need to share this to the group, don't I, before I forget. Let's do that quick. Technique Tuesday is live now. Share now. That's it. Good morning, Donna. Good evening, Wendy. Morning, Jax.
Good day, Australia.
We've got some lovely sunshine at the moment. Thank goodness, after yesterday's downpour.
Oh, yesterday.
Anybody local to this area knows Brighton, please check out the videos of the flooding in Brighton and the bins. All good grief, I've never seen anything like it. Good morning, Yvonne. So yes, we're up to the 50th Technique Tuesday. Can you believe it? 50th. Wow. That's just mad. Now we've come to the end of our Altered Art series. And from now on, I'm going to be kind of taking my my guidance from you, really. I've had quite a lot of people asking about different things, so we'll get started on that the next time. Good morning, Catherine. That's fine. Yeah, I mean, the drains were flooding everywhere. I don't understand how, why on earth they're not clearing the drains anymore. It's just making things worse, isn't it?
Because they're making job blocks work for them. Well, getting paid. That's my penny's worth.
So, yep, so we'll be looking at things like reverse stamping, and I know a few people have asked about some of the sample cards that I did for Hazel's last collection, particularly the blending and that. So we'll be concentrating on that kind of thing. So if anybody wants to know anything at all about any aspects of, you know, how I've made something or something you haven't seen before, then just get in touch and we'll do that. No problem. Yeah. Send in a self-addressed envelope. Gosh, showing me age now. was all I had to mention at the moment. So it was, so yeah, today, cereal boxes, which we can turn in to a lovely magazine box file, which is also reinforced. Thank you, Wendy. There we go, give you a good look at that. Now, measurement wise, when you're doing this will obviously depend on what cereal box you're using, but you will get the gist and be able to adapt it for the size of box that you're using. There we go, thank you. Okay, so let's pop that to one side. So we have a cereal box. This is only a small one. It does the job, and I have made them because they're not as strong as they used to be, so I have reinforced it as well. Thank you, Angeline. Thank you, Donna. Okay, I will be popping a file onto our lovely group, Crafty Friends of Julie Hickey Designs, on Facebook. I know you're all members, but if anybody on YouTube is watching and would like to join, please come along. It's a brilliant group. So you will need cereal boxes, obviously. You're going to need a pencil, or I'm going to use a pen because it will show up better. Ruler, scissors, glue, some cardboard, some plain or pattern paper, depending on what look you're going for. Some card to decorate. I've used Super Smooth and some of the paper that I use to cover a lot of stuff, like cartridge paper, mixed media paper. Then you can use stamps, stencils, die cuts. I have used because I'm obsessed with these stamps and dies, I have used the Perfectly Pretty Blooms stamps and dies. Colour wise, I've gone for things that are going to match the craft room in here, so that we can, obviously we're going to actually use them. I mean, what would be the point? I used Jamie Rogers Enchanted Sparkles, which I'm also obsessed with. I've got a couple ready here, but I will show you again how I got to this. You could use any pigment powders to achieve this, of course, but these really are stunning. The colours are beautiful, and that shimmer you get across them is just gorgeous. There we go. Hope you're getting that light on there. I know her. Julie's been using them a lot as well. They are gorgeous. So I've gone for colours, if you'd like to know. It's Christmas red, Christmas green, golden yellow and cherry pop. I also use the little square dinky dies just to make the end plate here. Then you can add on whatever title you would like for your file. Okay. So, first things first, you're going to need to open both ends of the box really carefully so you don't tear anything. Okay, and then we're going to have to cut off the tabs from the top end, if you like. It doesn't really matter which way around you do it. It always takes a while to get used to, Jenny. You'll get there. Just keep playing. Hello, Mary Ellen. So I'm not worried too much. I'm literally just going to cut along the fold line because this ends up being covered anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Okay. And the last one. That's it. Those can go in the recycling. Okay.
Cool name.
It's a lovely name, isn't it? I always think that. So just decide where your back and your front's going to be. I've been, because one of these is going to have the, I don't think you can really see that. This side is slightly stronger because that's where they've put the tab in to glue the box together. So I've always gone with this side to be the front of the box, if you like. Let's just flatten this out. As I said, you might need to alter your measurements slightly depending on the size of the box you're using. So I'm going to measure, turn it this way around, 10 centimetres up on the crease of where that front is going to be. There we go, just like this. Right on that fold, and I can do just as a little line just going across both parts there. Fold it back that way. This is the cereal Brian has, if anyone's interested.
Yeah, they're gonna know what I eat for my breakfast in the morning.
Again, 10 centimetres up. Take it over a little bit. We're going to draw a line across this front section. Okay. And we turn it around this way. So this is now the back. And we're going to measure 8 centimetres. It'll be easier if I use the lines on the grid for this bit because we want it right on the edge. So we're going to come in 8 centimetres from the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Little mark there. And then we're going to draw a diagonal line from the top to the mark we just made. Oh, does it? Oh, how annoying. I will put some a PDF on the group, so if you don't catch it all, you can watch it back and pause it as you go in.
Facebook.
Okay. Then from this side, turn that back over. So we're going to come in again from what we're calling the back. I'm not using that yet, am I? It is easier to do it on the lines. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Little mark there. Bring both marks together with a diagonal line, and now we can see how we get that shape. Okay, so all we need to do now is to cut this section away. So we're cutting both diagonals out and the top of the front section. So just to make life a little bit easier, I'm going to go down both the fold lines, and that loosens it up for us so we're not straining it too much. Let's come in this side first. Tin down. Cut down from this side. So we're left with that, and then we're just going to come in and cut across that front section. As you can see, it's a little bit stronger on that part where they've glued the box together. There we go. So now we have our basic file shape, and then all you need to do is glue the base back down again, like so. And that's your file. So if I take you on to the next part in true Blue Peter fashion. I won't pop that one together yet in case I run out of. I've got boxes everywhere, literally everywhere. Okay, so here we go. Here's one I made earlier. And when I was getting ready this morning, I actually trod on this by mistake. I knocked it off where I got it and trod on it. And you can see how strong it is. It just tore a little bit of the paper there, but this is fine. So what I've done, as you can see, I've covered every side in some cardboard. So to show you that quick, so you'd have like a bit of cardboard. This is just a bit I had floating around. It's not big enough for what I want it for. You just literally need to place it on top of your cardboard, draw around it, cut it out and glue that on. Do that for all your sections, or if you like you can measure it all and cut it out. So get all the surfaces covered in the cardboard, and that's, as you can hear, really strong. So the next thing I've done is I've got some of the cartridge paper. I find paper is probably better than card because you want it to be quite flexible. Again, this isn't quite big enough, but all I did, placed it on the paper, drew around, took it off. I then gave myself a little, just using the lines on my ruler. So let's do this. And so say there was a line here and here. I've given myself a tab line and I've just used that line on there, line that up. I've gone all the way around the shape, then cut that out, mitered the corners, glued this section first, laid the paper across and then folded all the tabs over. So it goes like that. So you'd get both sides done. I've then done one for the front, which I measured and then cut out, and I gave myself a centimetre top and bottom to make some tabs to fold over to keep that nice and neat. And then I've just got the back and the base to add on, so you get the idea. Adding the cardboard really helps, and again it's something that, you know, larger pieces in that we keep, that you might throw away. Glue going. Just going to get a load of glue on here, not right to the ends yet because we'll be folding them over. Place it on that way, make it easier to line up. This is going to create a nice neat finish. Just get that smooth down, give it a chance to stick. Okay, so just on the sides here, just going to snip into the corners. Just cuts down on the bulk. Okay. Before I put any glue on, I'm just going to manipulate that into place. And we can pop some glue down. If you want to cover the insides, that's entirely up to you. I would suggest doing that before you put the box together. Same on the other side. Just snip those corners off. Again, just bend those fibres into shape before we put the glue on. Makes it easier. Give that time to grab. Hi Joe.
Oh, hey Joe.
That's all right. I've got a piece for the bottom which I've already measured. That's going to go on the bottom there. Anything overhanging we can trim once it's dry. That's not a problem, because things always change shape a little bit once you start working on them. There we go. a fully covered sturdy box that even survived me treading on it, which is quite a feat in itself. So this is now all ready to decorate. If you just wanted to decorate the covering, which was a lovely idea, of course, especially for the sides, you would go around, draw around obviously first, get your tabs on, and then you could directly stamp, stencil, whatever designs you wanted to onto there first. And the same with the side pieces. Okay, so let's pop that to one side. And we'll move on to the sprinkles. Now I know that you've seen this with Julie as well. I'm going to be using pretty much the same technique, but I just think it's nice to see it again in case you haven't. So I'm going to bring this in so I've got something for it to lay on whilst I take it over for it to dry. It's going to get quite wet. So I got 2 bits of card. Now these are slightly larger. I think I just used the whole length of a piece of A4 so that it will go round and 2 pieces will cover the whole thing. Okay, but you will have to, you know, trial and error with your measurements when you do this yourself. But you want it to be able to cover right round with a little bit of an overlap. So that's that. There we go. I'm going to start with it doesn't really matter, but I'm going to start with the lightest and work my way up to the darkest colour. Just give these a bit of a shape. So this is the golden yellow. Sprinkle a little bit there. Let's get the top on my glue. That could be disastrous. Now, I've got just quite a thick brush there, 1-inch brush just for cleaning up. And I've got a small fan brush as well for adding them. So we're just going to dip that into the powder. Randomly add the sprinkles, not forgetting the edges. I know you're not really going to see a lot at the moment, but as soon as the water goes on, you will. Yeah, it's annoying, isn't it? Our bin day is Tuesday at the moment, so okay, so let's just brush that off, keep nice and tidy. Put the lid back on there. Going to get a water spray. Okay, and this is when we'll start to see it. There we go, you should start to see that coming in now. This is the magic part. Now I like it quite dark, so I'm not going to dab any of that up, and I quite like the bigger hits of sprinkle, if you like. Okay, I'm just waiting for my feed to catch up. There we go. So I'm going to dry this bit before I add the next part. So excuse the noise. The wires caught up. It's all right now, thank you. Put it onto the high setting. keeping it on here for now. This is super smooth. You can see that takes it nicely, even though we're adding quite a bit of water. Once that starts going, I'm going to pick it up. Just get rid of most of the moisture before we carry on. Oh, hi Kathleen, never mind. That's fine, Kathleen. Can always catch up later.
Kathleen's got detention.
I know other people. When Tracy and Julie do the lives, it's 10:30, but I'm a bit early. I like 10 o'clock. Okay, clean that up. So we've got our first colours down. Do not worry about your card bending because we can flatten that out. That will be fine. So I think we'll come in with the pinky one next. Cherry pop. Again, a bit of sprinkle on there. If you want to, you can just use the bottle straight onto the, like that, but you do have more control with this. It's much better. Let's go into places where you haven't got any yet. Wipe that bit away. Come in with our spray again. There we go. Just give that chance to dissolve and get some movement in there first. Give that a wipe down. You might want to give your cloth a bit of a wash after you've used it for this. Otherwise you do find that you get the colour transfer if you're wiping something else. Thank you, Jenny. It is, isn't it, Yvonne? Until I saw Julie doing it, I hadn't thought about it before, but you do get a lot more of a controlled, application with it. It's so much easier. Of course, you could do this onto a whole piece and then cut it down. Give that a bit of a wiggle. Those fibres back in shape again. Go on to the red now. And as you know, I've always loved Love the pigment powders, and we've got lots of brushos and things. It's so nice because, you know, it's more or less doing it doing it itself, and it takes the it's automatic, I suppose. I'm not quite sure what the word is I'm looking for. It's a surprise every time you do it. It's always going to be different. Yeah, well, like in the past, I've always done that as well, Jenny. And just got the bottles or the tubs, popped them on, and then sprayed it and let it all mix. But as I said, you do get a lot more control with this. As I say, I'm going for quite a deep colour, so just enough water to get that going. Oh, that's so pretty. So pretty. And it's lovely, especially if you've not used things like this before, just to sit and do a load of backgrounds. It's great. And then you've got things, because honestly, if you're doing flowers especially, butterflies are great for this as well. You are welcome, Yvonne. What we're here for. And that sounds lovely. They are great for stamping on too. Just move it in the light so I can still see if there's any puddles. Just a nice quick blast in between. I mean, it's not completely dry, you can tell that because you can see the dimpling on the back of the card, but this is fine for what we're doing. There we go, let's just wipe that up. No, that should be fine. If you're adding them to the powders, they should be fine on their own, Kathleen. Give it a try, but if not, yeah, hairspray is brilliant. You don't need to be spending a lot of money on things to set. That hairspray does the trick beautifully, but they should be fine. So a little bit of green, because this is quite powerful, in the dark colour. Going to come in just a little bits that are still a bit white. It doesn't matter because that white is fine. And we'll see how we go. See how strong it comes out first before we do any more. Okay, and we might need a little touch more. Keep the heat gun moving. I think that's the trick. some kitchen paper. I'm just going to mop these blobby bits up because, as you can see, these are water reactive. So what you can also do, a bit like Distress Inks, you can come in, you can splat with water and lift it off, and you get these really interesting. Bring this up, it's going to be a while for my feed to catch up. So what's going to happen is it's going to bleach that colour out. That gives a really nice effect as well. Bring that up a bit more. Okay. I think we'll just pop a little bit more green on. Too overpowering. Oh, thank you, Donna, but you know, that's the powders. It's all down to the powders. There we go. A bit more green. That will do us lovely. Last blast of this. I mean, obviously it's great if you leave them to dry in between naturally, but that obviously takes quite a long time because then it will do its own movement. It's very organic. So like here, where it's getting a little bit brown, just going to pick that up. Feeling a bit muddy. Thank you very much. Goodness for that. Let's wipe that over. You can see you've got a lovely coloured cloth now. The brushes will also need washing because even though if you've gone like that and tried to take it off, it will still be there. They are so strong. Okay. Just dab that off, and then I would leave that to dry. Oh, thank you, Donna. Leave that to dry properly. Once it is completely 100% dry, then we can lay that underneath something to flatten it out. There we go. If you want a more swirly, a muted effect like these ones are, just add some more water. Just keep going until you're happy with it. But that's, yeah, that's it. This will definitely be turned into something else, probably flowers. Okay, let's move this out the way. I just get my assistant to pop that somewhere out the way. Put these brushes into some water and give them a good wash up later. Yeah, just give that a clean just in case. There we go. I haven't gotten too mucky on my fingers. I usually end up with it everywhere, but that's not too bad. Thank you. So the next part, decorating. So, like I was saying, I've got 2 pieces ready to go. I mean, you're going to give, depending on what colours you use, you're going to get all sorts of lovely colour combinations. Okay, I have also cut 2 strips of black to go along the tops because I think it just breaks it up nicely. So we're going to stick these on first. You can see it quite well on this one now where the water's been dabbed up. Try and get that in nice and close for you so you can see that. You could easily come back in and sprinkle water on it and lift it off. It's really lovely. If you're doing flowers, you could go in and take areas off on the stamping. That's why I like these, because you get the interest with it moving and doing things in different ways. Okay, bit of glue on here. Of course, I was keeping the decoration flat on these because they're top that way, I think, because they will be butted up against each other probably, so we don't want anything too dimensional on them. You could put something dimensional on the front, of course. I really hope you give this a go. I'd love to see how everyone decorates them. And put them to one side. You do get mesmerised by the sparkles. They are definitely worth investing in.
They last forever.
Yeah, they do go on for a long time. Because you're using such a tiny amount. Isn't this fully stuck? That's it. Okay, so we'll bring this in. So I think this time I'll have it overlay. Or should I do it from that way? I did it before. I did it from this side. That's just so that you get a nice finish on the front. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to apply some glue onto here first. On the bottom, get that stuck. Turn it over. We can make sure we're straight along the bottom there. That's it. So, yeah. That's all part of the fun, Jenny. Stick. Now we can fold this over. If you want to measure this out and do it on a scoreboard, that's fine. A bit wonky on here, that's not good. This glued on. You don't have to do the panel. I just thought, as I just got the sprinkles, that it would be quite nice to do. Manipulate that into place. Give it a chance to grab so it's not pinging off again. This side. Ah, Jenny wants to know if you've tried them on the jelly plate.
Not yet. Watch this space, Jenny. If it don't work, I'm going to blame you.
Very nice. Okay, so we just want this nicely stuck down. Okay, so now we can put the second part on. Okay. We can butt that one straight up against that side. Yep. Give that a bit of a bend. Put some glue onto here. Literally just wrapping this round.
Yeah, all your fault, Jenny.
Okay. Actually, I mean, that's been dried for over a week or so now. It's not coming off on my fingers or anything. Oh, here he goes. Yep, line up nicely. Just manipulating that back in again. I think when I did it on the other one, I did it properly. And use the scoreboard. But this works just as good. Keep moving it around. Let that take a little bit. All the time, just manipulate it where you want it to go. Paper is very forgiving, paper and card. Of course, if you find a really long strip of paper, you'll be fine. I think I tried it, even the A3 didn't, but check your measurements. And of course, this extra bit around the bottom here is also going to help strengthen it. Okay, and last little bit. And we keep a lot of our craft things in files like this, so it's going to come in really useful. Okie dokie. Just handed me some paper that he's done quick on the jelly plate. I will show you in a moment. Yeah, I'm quite surprised that it's not, now it's completely dry, it's not coming off there on my fingers, so that is brilliant to know. Nicely firm down. There we go. Right. That's really pretty all on its own. You can see that lovely shimmer and sparkle there. Yes, they would, Jenny. Okay, let's show you this. Okay, so we just had to go on the jelly plate. So obviously where you rub it, it's going to transfer the water across and dilute that nicely, and then you get the beautiful dots there as well. But you could build on this and add different colours. That would be very, very pretty. So there you go, on the jelly plate. So I added flowers to mine, like I was saying. The backgrounds make brilliant surfaces for stamping onto, especially flowers and butterflies or anything like that. So what I did was I got an A4 piece of card. Lovely, isn't it? Thank you. And I've used 3 different flowers. I mean, this is great. If you happen to not like colouring in, it's done for you. And it's going to be pretty random. And that's just, I just think that's lovely. Oh, never mind you, that's all right.
Yeah,
Don't they look lovely once you stamp and die cut things out on them? They do look wonderful.
Oh,
Let's bring a few up.
Julie's got detention.
A few up there. Let's wait for this to catch up.
Julie's on the floor.
I mean, these backgrounds are brilliant for stamping onto later. They really are. Like that. Yep. Once they're dry, they're fine. Obviously, give them enough time for the ink to dry. But I mean, there's nothing coming off on there at all, and it's so pretty. So pretty.
Beautiful.
Christmas trees, yes. Okay, so now we can start building up our pattern. So I thought it was quite nice to have some that overlap. So what I did was I moved it on to here first, created the bend, you can see that. Started with the larger ones first. Do that before we glue it, just makes it easier to apply. Get some glue on here. It's nice to look organised, isn't it? Even if you're not. That's kind of what goes on here.
You don't see it.
You wouldn't believe the state of my desk yesterday. Good grief.
It was
And then just bring this in. I just stick on top of it, that's no good. I'm just going to get my trimmer. Another one of the flowers. I'm just going to take a little bit off. Just create a nice straight line. That really needs oiling. I drive everyone mad with this trimmer. And then we're going to butt this up onto there. This is true. I mean, you could just cut across with a pair of scissors, but I think it makes it a bit neater. And then you know you're definitely going to get a straight line. And I like things that are over the edge or tucking underneath things. I think it makes a huge difference. We can do the same with one of the smaller flowers. Take a little bit off. Sorry, whacked that. Okay, so this time we're going to have this coming off from the side, and that makes it nice and neat. Bookends, yes.
What are you talking about me then?
Oh, now the glue's got gummed up. Oh, for goodness sake. material. Honestly, I started calling this World of Box in here because I've had stuff everywhere. And I've got a couple more ideas to share as well. I can't get that out of there. Trying to get the glue pin out from me.
Use one glue pin off. Let me sort that out.
There you go. It's got all gummed up.
Trying to make a sculpture here with pins.
Okay. Put one up there. That comes about right up against the side. Now it's got a nice neat edge to it. One of these, what colour shall we have? Doesn't really matter, does it? Let's go for that one. One in there. I'll go for a bit different colour. Got me thinking about bookends now. Because they're going to need to be quite sturdy. Okay, I'm basically following the pattern that I did on the other one, so that they match. Doesn't really matter, mind you. Another one of these. I've got plenty of flowers here. There'll probably be some left over unless I decide to use them all.
There's a pretty pattern.
Oops. Thank you. Emergency glue situation has been dealt with. What I didn't do was fold it, did I? Okay. Fold that first, makes life a lot easier. I mean, I've literally been collecting cereal boxes for months because I knew I was going to be doing this. Come in there. It's nice to be decorated all the way around. It's impossible, isn't it? You can't be tidy and craft at the same time. I'm sure you can't.
No, that's against the law, that.
I mean, you can only see a small portion of the desk today. I think that's the key. Show a small portion. Okay. We're getting there. We're going to have another lovely flower down the bottom here. Again, I'm just going to cut a bit off so we've got a nice straight edge that can come in there. wonder if there's anyone that makes like generic bookmarks that you can decorate yourself. Got me thinking now. Otherwise I think it might be involve like you would need to add something into it, sand or something to make it sturdy enough. Let's do both of these at the same time because that pretty purpley one. And we're done with this squeaky trimmer. Okay, so I'm going to put this one at the top. Yes, that is true. MDF would be ideal, wouldn't it? Put this one up here. Just feel with your fingers where you reach the edge. That way you know you're getting it nice and neat. One down this side. One in here. There we go, and we've got enough there left over for another project, or if you want to add some more you can completely fill that if you wanted to. When I first did this one I'd left it there and I was thinking about it overnight and I thought no, it needs something else, so I just did some plain onto the same paper I had left over from covering this onto these, just to do some contrasting ones onto the pattern section. You don't have to, of course, but that was just my thinking. Ooh. Oh, that would have been so handy when we did our swap. Oh, and don't forget, you've got until the weekend, until Saturday, to add your cards to the autumn challenge in the group. Get them added into the album, then we'll have a count up to see all the how many likes and loves. etc. This round. So this one overlapping up here. It's nice to have something just going around the edges, I think. I got what you meant, Julie. Autocorrect is a bit of a nuisance sometimes, isn't it? Okay. Bookmark stamps. Ooh. Let's turn that one round. Had one going off the bottom last time, but I think we'll keep it whole. I think this just coordinates the top and the bottom nicely, gives it a nice flow. And last one. There we go. Almost there. I'm just going to have a little, as I said, I use the square dinky dies to cut these. So I've got a bit of gold just to match in with the lovely shimmers on here. He is Donna, yes. Making more lovely backgrounds. Okay, we just want to place this roughly in the middle-ish, as we say. You could be really clever and make a proper one. So you can dip, you know, push things in and out. So I've got a bit of the cartridge paper, 2 bits of super smooth, just to give this a bit of weight. Thank you, everybody. Glue these together like we do when we're card making and doing projects. Oh, it's got stuck again. I'm going to have to give that nib a clean out, I think. Need a little bit for the top and sticking it on. Come on, you can do it. Give it a soak. Give it on there. But of course, if you change what's going to be in there, you could just cut another little square and stick it over the top. This is going to go on top of the gold. Give it a nice finish. Do, do, do. Just hold that in place. I know. It's brilliant, isn't it? I think it was Pinterest. I probably saw it, and I kind of adapted it to the size of box I'd got. But it's brilliant. I mean, it's something we all use as crafters, isn't it? And to be able to get them to... Ooh!
carrots out again, people.
I've got some photographs to take. Talking of carrots, and Sunday.
Can't wait till Sunday with Julie.
I shall cut down on postage and hand deliver them. So there we go. That's that one all finished. Let's get this top back on the glue before it gets any worse. Get the top back on. There we go. Okay, so that's the one we made today. That's the one from the other day. Do them the other way round, that would look cool. There we go. Got some flowers left over. It won't be long. It won't be long, Gail, don't worry. Oh, thank you, Jax. Really appreciate that. So I had to play around with some other ideas. And I'm gonna decorate this one up to be my bits box, because we all have bits boxes. Let's move those a moment, so I can keep all those fiddly bits of card that we cut off from different things. So I can have a white, a black and a colour. So yeah, I'll probably need more than that. So this is all ready to go. So this is just 3 of exactly what I've just made, but all stuck together. And then, obviously this is difficult, isn't it? Let's bring this up a little bit. So I can get this decorated, and this can sit next to me, and that will be so much more useful. I won't have to go peering through a load of card to see which bit's where. Yeah, I get so fed up with little bits of card that I've trimmed off of things. So that will come in very useful. And then I also tried this idea, which needs to be decorated up as well. So it's 3 boxes. First one, trim, do the diagonal. Second one, trim down again. You'd need to trim the back of it to that length. Take another bit off of the front, diagonal, and the same with the bottom. So yeah, this will also come in useful once I've got that nicely covered and decorated. These will be ultra useful. Ultra useful. And the IKEA cardboard came in really handy.
Cereal boxes are great.
Cereal boxes are brilliant.
Because they hold paint well.
Oh. Tangerine is great.
She is.
Okay, so that's those 2 ideas. I will share once I've done them.
Jack's probably this afternoon.
Let's move those out of the way.
Speedy
So yeah,
has gone
we
to
are world of box here at the moment. Got them everywhere. And there's the other one that I started cutting this morning. Okay, so that's that from me today. And please, 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 I hope you make some. I'd love to see them and what you do, what colours you use. It'd be brilliant. Yes, that's a great idea, Julie. I need somewhere to put the stencils and that, because they're just laying flat on the shelf at the moment. And it'd be great for when we're working on something new, you can keep them at the front of that. all good. Storage is brilliant. Okay, so Julie will be live 10:30 on Thursday. Something to look forward to. And a fortnight ago, Brian had a giveaway, and the lucky winner of Brian's, what, sending, it's a card, isn't it? Yeah, is Leonie Phillips. So we'll tag her in a post as well. And Leonie, keep an eye out for Brian sending you a message so we can get that posted over to you. So yep, so the next time, 2 weeks, it'll be Brian with the next instalment of paper casting using his very special technique. And then me a fortnight after, and I shall be working on some of those ideas that you've asked about. So definitely the reverse stamping. Yeah, should be able to be using some of these new dangly carrots, which will be brilliant for reverse stamping actually. Yeah, and some of the ink blending as well. So thank you all for your company this morning. Much appreciated. Hope you all have a lovely crafty day, and I shall see you all very soon. Take care. Bye.
Bye.